All right, we're probably just best opening up for questions, so go ahead.
Well, Mark, you obviously have known the situation very often, I think just once before. Can you look at it as maybe just a blip, a temporary setback, or when the season's over, do you have to re-examine everything that's been going on?
I think it's a dual question. I'd say one, I'm already in the process of looking of what you need to change or what you may have done different. But right now, you still have to focus on the task at hand. That's Western Illinois, and so we'll put our energy into that, and at the same time work towards securing ourselves for a better position as we move forward. Looking ahead too, whether it be in recruiting or off season, those types of stuff. So that's still way out there. Our task at hand right now is Western Illinois, and I know this. I think our team, our coaches owe it to the players. These seniors that we're playing with right now, they have won 3 of the last 4 conference championships here, and then I think they owe it to the program, to send our younger group of players into December on a positive upswing. So those are the things we'll focus hard on in the next 3 weeks, and it'll start, of course, with the Western trip, and it's a road trip. We got 2 road trips now, so it'll be a good time to work at those things and work towards those things as well.
Mark, you had quite a few freshmen saw some playing time on Saturday. Just talk about their play.
Well, we did. We've been playing a lot of younger guys, and it's been good, and we've made some errors. They've made some errors. And so we've got to be careful as coaches that we can only put in so much that they can handle, and try to grow from that as well. So it's they're I'll give them this, they're playing hard, and they're doing some good things. It's just we're not playing a complete game. So that's been our problem all year. We just haven't played complete games. We have our moments, but we haven't completed them. So a little bit has to do with maybe that type of situation, but we also have to look at what we control, and what we control is how we call the game to hopefully get them in a better position so they can have success at the talent they are today.
Do you have an injury update, Master, Scott, or anybody?
Garrett Scott, I'll find out later on this afternoon. We found out on Saturday that the concussion, he had a concussion about 2 weeks ago. So that was what kind of set him back on Saturday. And then Brett LeMaster probably will know midweek if we get him back, probably around Wednesday or Thursday. But optimistic on both of them as I stand here today anyway.
If you'll be available in this weekend?
Yes.
You've, with the exception of a couple changes, started coaching the same group on the offensive line, and Coach Spack was saying last Saturday how much they've improved. Let's talk about how much this meant to have stability there, and how they have maybe gotten better over the course of the year.
Who's improved? You said our offensive line's improved? Okay, so no, we've done a good job of that offensive line. There's 3 seniors in that group, and then Kruger and Rummels. So it's good to see. We're doing some very good things in the line of scrimmage, and we had 92 plays the other night. We haven't had 92 plays in probably, I can't remember the last game we had that many plays. So that means you're moving the chains, you're getting first downs, and we're rushing the football. What I didn't like about the other night was, we broke down on some protections, and then Sawyer got a little bit flustered, and then we the ball was coming out not in a timely fashion or late or too early, if you will. So, I still go back to the offensive line, but they have gotten better, but nowhere close to where we want to be in a complete series. From the running game to the passing game. But you've got to lean on those guys to to give you the consistency, particularly in the offensive line in football games, because that's where you can really show up as a solid football team, is in your offensive line.
Mark, on the 2 long touchdown passes they had, were those both cases of young safeties for you not staying where they belonged, or what was going on there?
Yeah, they had two explosive plays, and the 2 explosive plays, there's no question we were doing a lot of good things, and then the explosive plays got us, and the reason, that's, to me right now, the reason is we didn't get them in a good position to win that down, and you know, I'll take more of I'll take more of the problem on that. When you're playing with guys, you just got to make sure that they can handle the call and the situation. So it's more, the burden's on the coach more than it is on the kid. We just got to get the kid in a good position to win. And that's probably been a little bit of the problem, because they come in and they're not practicing until Tuesday or Wednesday, and we got 2 days to get a full plan in, and then we line up with them. So, but that's where you got to call the game in the mannerisms that they can play the game.
It seems natural maybe when the quarterback is scrambling around for the safeties to maybe come up anticipating a run.
Mm-hmm.
Was that part of it as well?
Yeah, when you're anxious and excited to be on the football field, you have a tendency to come forward more than you want to go backwards. And right now that's kind of the situation. Play action has hurt us. There's no question. Play action hurt us all season. So, but I go back to the fact, what do we control, and that's how you call the game, to try to get them in a better position, to be successful. But you also want to get off the field too and make some plays. So we need to make some plays in some areas to help. I don't want to say cover up, but help the inexperience of the secondary. So we need to do a better job in our front, try to get that pressure and lessen the time to throw the football. So there's a balance there you have to have.
What can you tell us about Western Illinois, Coach? What have you seen out of the Leathernecks?
Western is, it's a typical Western team. They haven't changed a whole lot. They're going to run the football out of the I-backs, and they've got a new quarterback, and they got a new defensive coordinator, so they have changed kind of the philosophy of what they do a little bit. But it's still, the temperament of Western, because the head coach hasn't changed, so it has that same type of image to it when you watch it on film.
With 3 games to go, I know Sawyer Colmorgan's your quarterback, but with the last 3 games, do you get a look at Jared Lanfer and maybe Steven Kaiser at that spot some in the last 3 games, or not?
That's a good question, because I've thought about that in a lot of positions. I'd probably say this, that our first, like I said, I think we owe it to the seniors to get the wins, to everybody. Of course we want to get the wins, but we're also, I'm always looking at the bigger picture of things the whole time. And Cole Morgan is our quarterback. He's banged up a little bit right now, so we'll see what happens this week. But also, his support cast really changed on him last weekend, and I think that threw him for a little bit of a curve as well, and we lost some timing issues. So I think you got to move forward in a strong way, and not just looking ahead. I mean, this team is the most important thing this season. Is the most important thing right now, and it's Western Illinois is where our focus and all our intentions will go. 1, to win the game, and then 2, to get the personnel on the field that allow us to do that.
How difficult is it for you as the coach to rally the troops now that they've kind of come up short of their goals and expectations and still have games to play?
Well, I think that's the objective right now. I think there's no question that they feel like they haven't accomplished what they came in to do, and yet they've had their moments where they saw they could have. So I think that's what we got to kind of look at. You can either I'm going to go about our business the same way we always do: win, lose, or draw. It's whether you're 11-0 or 0-11, we're gonna do our practice schedule of what we do, and I think that's the best way to do it, because any player, any program that's good is stable, and it can bear the good days and it can bear the bad days, and this is one of those times that we have to bear the burden, and but stay stable and strong at the same time. That comes to the coaches, and make sure that we do. That falls on me, so we'll do that. I'm not actually concerned about that as much as I am to get them to play, so they have that I don't know. You want them to leave the field on Saturday at 6 o'clock. That you really did a great job on the field of how you played the game, because it still comes back to how you play the game. I can draw all the X's and O's you want. It's how you play the game is what makes it fun, which makes it exciting, which makes it worth playing, and it's that intensity and that drive that it needs. So that's what we'll try to draw from them for the rest of the season.
Mark, on your punt return for the touchdown that was feel like maybe it was not a block in the back, or maybe it was incidental to the play, or you didn't seem too happy with that call?
I wasn't too happy they took points off the board, man. They're hard to come by. So, it was a call, and, you know, you hope that if you might get a call later on, if you burn one, and we lost one there, and, you know, I'd actually go back and say we did hit the guy. It was, you know, you can't blame the penalty on that one, because you go back and watch it on film. There was a close play there, so you understand why he threw the flag. So, but I tell you what, the way Varma ran that back, if you saw that play, that's exactly what I say football is how he knew he was going to score before he touched the football, and we didn't block a soul. We had a punt block on. I mean, we were going after the dirt. We didn't block anybody, and except the guy hitting him back. You know, Varma made them all miss. So, you know, that's exactly what you try to teach them. You know, that football's about. That's how you play the game. If you play the game right, man, it's a great game. But if you grind at it, you know, then, you know, it's only fun when you win. But if you play the game right, man, that's the way it should look.
Anything new on Xavier Williams and his injury? Is he?
No, he got an MRI this morning too. So, you know, that one kind of shocked me when that happened. But you know, hopefully we'll wait and see on that one, because, you know, it looked bad, and then they give you some hope, and then, you know, they take it away. They've done that all season. So let's just see what happens on the MRI. So hopefully this one will turn out okay for us. But Xavier's been playing good this season. He's done a nice job. You know, and the one freshman you should make, you know, because you mentioned the freshman, you know, like Tim Kilfoy, he did a heck of a job. You know, Tim Kilfoy out of Assumption had no intention when he came here to play him this season, but he's playing a lot. He's playing very well. He's much like Garrett Scott was when he was a younger man. And, you know, Tim's really, really done a nice job for us, and he's learning every play. And, you know, just a young guy from Davenport that will, as I see it, will be much like Garrett as he progresses through his career. Anybody else? All right, thanks.